Superwoman Syndrome is essentially, I feel like I have to be everything to everyone all the time. And obviously that's not realistic. I'm trying to be a good boss for my business. I'm trying to be a good employee for my 9-to-5. I'm trying to be a good wife for my husband. I'm trying to be a good friend to the person that's watching my house and my dog and provide them like ample amounts of information and all of this stuff at the expense of me. It is almost 1 o'clock here and I've only had 2 cups of coffee and maybe like 4 or 5 pieces of watermelon. Superwoman Syndrome looks like this, where if you were to communicate the decisions that you are making out loud, naturally I know what the answer is. Yeah, I should probably eat. Yeah, I should make sure I drink enough water. Yeah, I should ask for help at work and at home and not feel like I have to do everything myself. And yeah, you know, my husband has anxiety, but also so do I. So how do I also take care of myself? And it's about having a balance. And right now I don't have a balance. A couple weeks ago, I made a couple posts saying what my AM daily routine is and my PM daily routine is. Haven't done it in about 2 weeks, full transparency. And it shows because I'm no longer centered. I'm no longer grounded. I'm no longer focusing on what the priorities are. I'm just doing way too much shit at once. And so I'm doing this video to showcase that no one is perfect, but also you can't do everything. Superwoman Syndrome doesn't just stem from people, you know, wanting to make sure they do everything right the first time. Superwoman Syndrome stems from thinking you're not good enough, thinking you're not doing enough, thinking you don't deserve to be there, wherever there is, whether it's in a good relationship, a good job, have a good business, have a good life. You feel like you're not deserving because you feel guilty if you're not actively doing something all of the time. Like when I first started my business, I talked about systems and productivity. And I realized the element that I was missing from this business was the mental capacity of feeling like, why do I feel like I have to do all this shit all the time? And it's because ultimately it's been ingrained for 20 some plus years that I have to actively unlearn that I don't have to be everything to everybody all the time, and I need to focus on me. Society has programmed over and over and over again that we need to be on our shit in order to be deserving enough to have the same opportunities as other people. And I know people don't want to hear that, but that's the reality of it. It took me a decade to sit at the same table as some of my counterparts. And every now and again, I still have to prove on a daily basis why I deserve to be here. A lot of times the cause of our anxiety and depression and feelings of low self-worth and low self-confidence don't come from everybody else and the outside environment. It comes from whatever you think you deserve. But I want to be the one that gives a transparent story about what Superwoman Syndrome is, how to manage it, and how to move forward.